All right, guys, we're back for the About page. All right, here we go again. We are clicked on the About page 1 because that's the page we are going to be editing for this video. Then we are going to come up here to the Page tab and click Page. All right, again, as a recap, our entire page is built up of canvases. You can see all of the canvases here. So in order to edit our hero canvas, you're just going to simply click again. So if you want to change this to say based in Dallas, Texas, and whatever else your little heart desires, you can edit that there. If you do not want these, again, just click delete. Okay, again, images, double click them. We can choose new images. All right, there we go. That is how we change all of that good stuff. All right, moving on to the next section is your introduce yourself section. Here is a good place to introduce yourself. You can say, hi, I'm Lindsey Eryn. And we are going to expand this. Oh, I didn't type the N. That's probably pretty important, right? All right, and then we are going to again come to size and position on our right-hand tab and click center to canvas. And then I'm gonna change this little guy to say a website designer for creatives. If you do not have a long bio, you are more than welcome to delete or add to. So say you wanted to take this section out because you really don't need it because you don't have that much to say. That's totally okay. You can just keep this little guy, and what I would do in that sense is then expand it so that it kind of stretches out a little bit more and makes it feel a little bit more complete. Obviously we now have extra space, so what we're gonna do again is to shrink our canvas size. So you're just gonna come right here where you see this little like arrow guy, and we're just gonna bring it up to right about there. So that's a good thing to know. You can expand or make any canvas shorter. So say you have the opposite problem and you want to add more text, you would just drag your canvas down again. Again, XX Roses has textured backgrounds, so if you do not want those, you can delete them. If you do decide to keep them, make sure that you expand the texture as well. So say we actually have more to say, we're just gonna, expand. You can keep it like this, or you can, again, do it how we had in the beginning, which would be to cut this. Oops. A good thing to know if you ever mess up, you can actually hit Control Z and it'll take you back to where you first began. So I'm just gonna show you what that looks like. Right now I'm hitting down Command Z and it is taking me through all the different versions that I've done. So don't feel like you have completely ever ruined your website because pretty hard to do. You can always hit Command Z. All right, so we like it like that. We're just gonna keep it. All right, again, changing out these photos is really easy, and changing out this text, you already know how to do. So moving on to your bucket list. If you wanna keep the bucket list, I think it's a really fun way for your audience to get to know you. Again, they're built similar to how your testimonials are built. So they're built in Canvas views. So as you can see, there are things within each of the folders for the Canvas views, and those are the only things that's gonna change. Anything that is outside of the Canvas view, which is on my bucket list, your little line dot, your next and your previous, and your textured background, those are gonna stay static. So those will never change. So here you can see we have different things. Number 5, be a part of the Festival of Lights. So say you wanted to add things to it. Again, you're just gonna hit the 3 little dots and hit duplicate. So then you're gonna come down to number 6. You're gonna change the number to say 6. And then you're gonna say, what do we wanna do with our lives? Go skydiving. say we want to add another one, we're just going to duplicate again. Change this to say number 7. What else do we want to do? Write a book in the mountains of Italy. That sounds dreamy. All right, so there we go. We have now added to our bucket list. Last but not least, on the About page, you have the ability to add a video. Right now, this is just a static image, but in order to add a video, this is what you're going to do. You're actually going to go ahead and hide your embedded video, and then you're going to hide your plus play options. What we're going to do is come down to this little guy, this little box in the middle, and click on video. We are then going to expand this to fit nicely in here. A good way to see if it's going to fit nicely is to actually check the sizing of what was there before. So we're going to click make this static image live again, and then we're going to check to see the sizing. So our sizing is a width of 714 by 447. So we're going to come to our video, turn that back on, 714 by 447. All right, another good thing and trick to know is that we can actually, even though, here we go, we can actually make them center to each other. So we can click both the video that we've, our embedded video area, and our static image, and we can center them to each other. So align to group to the top and align to group to the left, and now it is centered. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the video tab, and we are going to select whether it's Vimeo or YouTube. We're going to use YouTube, and guys, don't worry, we're going to use John Mayer. So we are going to click on whatever YouTube video you have. You're going to click on share, and then you will see that there is a little YouTube ID here. You're going to click this guy, copy. It's now copied to our clipboard. We're going to come back to Showit, and we're going to enter, copy paste, YouTube ID. Here you can also just select if it's going to autoplay, if you want to hide controls, where you want it to start the video at, all that good stuff. And we now have John Mayer in our template. So you can do that with any video, whether it's on Vimeo or YouTube. And then again, we have an Instagram site canvas. So here's a good place to add a live feed. Again, you can curate these images if you would like to. If you do not want to curate these images and you do want it to be a live feed, you can use lightwidget.com in order to do that. All right, and that is pretty much it for the About page.